Hey guys, in order to help you with the first lab, here's a video to help you out. So in this first stage, you have to make sure you follow the general requirements. So in Alice, you want to make sure you save your project as exactly what it tells you to in the instructions. So for those of you on the school computer, make sure you are going to File, Save As, find your H drive, find your folder, and save it as your last name, underscore lab1 2 truths 1 lie. That way it's always easily available. Next step, include documentation. So at the bottom of your page, there is comments. In this first one, you'll be doing everything in my first comment. You can say your name. You can say the 2 truths 1 lie lab. And you also want to include your name, program name, date. So, and then indicate what level. So I am going for the A plus. And in order to do that, there's more things to do. And then document sections of code. So you want to make sure you follow these steps. And to get the C, state your name and share at least 2 fun facts. Well, one thing is your animation should be narrated by a person you created to represent yourself. So in order to get this requirement in scene setup, you add a person, and when you add someone, you can customize them. So I'll just get someone perfect. Okay. That definitely. Let's move there. There. Oh god. Okay, there we go. This will be Mr. Lucan. Boom. Definitely need to fix my wardrobe a little, but that's okay. So you've got the code set up. Now you can have them state their name and at least 2 fun facts. So you can have them say, "Hello, my name is Mr. Lucan." Right? And so when you hit run, you can test it out. And that's easily. Now you can have them say, like, "I have ridden my bicycle across 33 states and all across Canada." Now when you hit run, "My name is Mr. Lucan" is easy to read, but to read all of this in the correct amount of time in 1 second is really tough. So in Add Detail, you can change how long it might take for that person to read. So make sure they say 2 fun facts about yourself. By the way, that is a fact. That is true. The character should be one-shot changed so they look in a wave. So to do that in the scene setup, you can change over here. You can have part of your object change. So I'm going to actually change their foot. You'll have to figure out how to get oops. It might help if you turn the subject around a little bit and then you can affect part of their legs. You'll have to get their arm changed, but I'm just going to change their leg. So that would be his right hip. And notice how it's changing colors. Like, see there, I can click on it. The red. Perfect. Okay. So you'll have to do a little bit differently so it looks like they're in a wave. Add other objects, just like you added the person. There's all sort of things that you can add to the world. I'm not going to do that. You'll have to do that. Making objects appear and disappear. So in order to do this, oops, I need to make sure I'm on default, then I can move me around. But let's say I want to talk about like a cow. Now, initially, before the world starts, I could have it disappeared so that after I say something, I could make sure I'm on the cow, and there's a set opacity. 100% or 1 means it's going to be 100% visible. 0 means it's going to turn invisible. So say hi, and it'll say my little fact, and then the cow appears. Okay? Now, you could have a person disappear. That would be 0. So, and also, we know these says work. So I can right click on it and say it is enabled. Now those won't happen when I hit run. So the cow appears and then I disappear. Okay? All right, animate the wave. So in this example, I'm going to animate my leg move. So I can have, click on Mr. Lucan, click on the sub part, and I can have the right hip. Where's the right hip? Get left hip. Get right hip. I can have it turn, just a little bit and see what happens. So, oh, and you know what? If I disappear, I won't be able to see it work. Perfect. Okay, and then I could have it, to copy something, you hold Control and it lets you copy it. So it'll just go back, boop, pop. Pretty cool. All right. Animate something else about your program, play around with that, the sound effects. So make sure you're in this, which stands for the entire world, and there's play audio, and I'll let you figure out that one. For the A+, you just have to make sure you are doing one new thing on your own. So I'll let